They say the Toyota Corolla is the world's most trusted name in reliability. But what happens when Toyota takes that legacy and transforms it into a modern SUV for 2026? The all-new Corolla Cross doesn't just look sharper, it's smarter, safer, and possibly the most tech-packed compact SUV Toyota has ever built. But with all these upgrades comes a serious question. Is it truly worth the price, or just another facelift in disguise? Stay tuned, because by the end of this review, you'll know if the 2026 Corolla Cross really lives up to its legendary badge. The Toyota Corolla Cross has always aimed to bridge a unique gap, offering the practicality of an SUV with the trusted simplicity of the world's best-selling car, the Corolla. And for 2026, Toyota seems determined to prove that dependable can also mean exciting. Built on Toyota's latest global platform, the new Corolla Cross enters a highly competitive compact SUV segment, a space dominated by names like the Honda HR-V, Mazda CX-30, and Hyundai Kona. But this time, Toyota isn't just relying on its bulletproof reliability. The 2026 model brings a sharper exterior design, a more refined interior, and an updated hybrid system that promises more power and better efficiency. It's clear that Toyota wants this version to appeal to a new generation of drivers, those who value technology, comfort, and eco-conscious performance all in one package. And while it still carries that familiar Toyota DNA, the question now is, has it evolved enough to stand out in 2026's crowded SUV lineup? Stick around, because up next, we'll dive into what's new, what's improved, and whether the Corolla Cross truly delivers the modern SUV experience Toyota is promising. From the moment you lay eyes on the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross, it's clear this SUV isn't trying to blend in anymore. It's trying to stand out. The design is bolder, cleaner, and far more modern than before. The front fascia now carries Toyota's latest design language, with sleeker LED headlights that sweep into a wider grille, giving it a confident, premium stance. Sharp body lines along the sides add just the right amount of aggression, while the new wheel designs, available up to 18 inches, perfectly balance style with everyday usability. But it's when you step inside that the transformation really begins to make sense. The cabin feels more upscale, with soft touch materials in all the right places and a more driver-focused layout. Toyota has upgraded the infotainment system to its latest interface, a crisp 12.3-inch touchscreen paired with a fully digital instrument cluster. Wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and even built-in voice assistant capabilities come standard on higher trims. You'll also notice a much quieter cabin thanks to improved insulation and refined suspension tuning, small changes that make a big difference on long drives. Under the hood, Toyota offers two familiar powertrains, but both have been refined. The standard 2.0-liter gasoline engine delivers around 169 horsepower, while the hybrid variant pushes close to 196 combined horsepower, making it one of the most efficient options in its class. And despite that focus on efficiency, the hybrid's instant electric torque gives it a surprisingly quick off-the-line response. The CVT transmission has been reworked for smoother, more natural shifts, and handling feels more planted. Thanks to the retuned suspension, fuel economy remains. One of the Corolla Cross's strongest weapons, the hybrid version can deliver up to an estimated 42 miles per gallon, depending on trim and driving conditions. That puts it ahead of many competitors in real-world efficiency. For daily commuters and city drivers, that's a major plus. Safety, of course, continues to be Toyota's strong suit. The 2026 Corolla Cross includes the latest Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 package as standard, with adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and automatic emergency braking. But the real highlight here is how seamlessly these systems work together. Instead of feeling intrusive, they now operate smoothly and predictably, like a quiet co-pilot keeping watch. Cargo space remains generous, with a flat load floor and clever underfloor storage, enough for weekend road trips or family groceries. Rear passengers get more leg room this year, making it more practical than before, but it's not all perfection. While the hybrid system delivers great mileage, some drivers may find the acceleration just a touch conservative when merging at highway speeds. And the infotainment system, though vastly improved, still requires a bit of a learning curve for first-time Toyota users. Still, the overall driving experience feels more mature, less budget SUV and more mini, brave V4. It's as if Toyota finally gave the Corolla Cross its own personality, rather than just a badge extension. And the best part? We haven't even reached the most interesting part yet, because the biggest surprise lies in the pricing and the trim differences, which might completely change how you see this SUV's value proposition. So stick around. The next section reveals exactly what makes each version of the 2026 Corolla Cross worth your attention, and which one could be the smartest buy of the year. And here's where the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross truly reveals what it's made of. The moment theory meets the real world. Out on the open road, this SUV feels more confident than any Corolla-based crossover before it. The steering has weight now, precise, balanced, and surprisingly composed through corners. The retuned suspension absorbs bumps gracefully, making even rough city streets feel smoother than expected. It's not sporty, but it's stable. The kind of car that gives you quiet confidence mile after mile. Then there's the hybrid. Tap the accelerator, and you feel that instant surge of electric torque. Subtle, but satisfying. It won't throw you back in your seat, but it delivers power right where you need it, especially for city driving. The transition between gas and electric power is so seamless that, for a moment, you forget you're in a hybrid at all. And when you check the fuel economy numbers after a long drive, averaging over 40 miles per gallon, you realize Toyota wasn't exaggerating this time. Inside, the experience feels unexpectedly premium. The cabin remains whisper quiet even at highway speeds, with the engine barely audible during gentle cruising. The seats are supportive, visibility is excellent, and every button and screen feels logically placed. It's a reminder that Toyota understands real-world usability better than most competitors. But here's the twist. The real surprise isn't how well it performs, but how much value it delivers for the price. The base trims start under $26,000, while the fully loaded hybrid versions still stay below the $35,000 mark. That means you're getting near-luxury comfort and tech at a price that undercuts many rivals. And yet, the Corolla Cross still faces a challenge. In a market filled with bolder, faster, and flashier SUVs, will reliability and refinement be enough to sway buyers who crave excitement? Because if Toyota's bet pays off, this might just be the year the Corolla Cross steps out of its big brother's shadow and becomes a true standout of its own. Up next, let's break down the key highlights and drawbacks that will decide whether this SUV deserves a spot in your driveway. So, after spending time with the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross, one thing becomes crystal clear. Toyota has mastered the art of subtle evolution. This SUV doesn't scream for attention or chase trends. Instead, it builds on the brand's strongest foundation: trust, practicality, and long-term value, while adding just enough modern flair to stay relevant in 2026's fast-changing market. Let's start with what it does best. The Corolla Cross delivers exceptional fuel economy, refined comfort, and Toyota's bulletproof reliability, all wrapped in a more polished, mature design. The hybrid system shines brightest, offering a rare balance of efficiency and everyday usability that few rivals can match. The interior, while not overly flashy, feels cohesive and thoughtfully built, making daily drives calm and effortless. Of course, it's not perfect. The acceleration is adequate, not thrilling, and the infotainment system, though much improved, still requires some patience to master. But those are small trade-offs in an SUV that's designed to be dependable, affordable, and genuinely easy to live with. For first-time SUV buyers, young families, or anyone wanting a stress-free daily driver that won't break the bank, the Corolla Cross hits the sweet spot. It's the kind of vehicle that quietly earns your respect over time rather than demanding it on day one. In the bigger picture, Toyota's strategy here is clear. It's not chasing electric extremes or luxury gimmicks. It's focusing on real-world value, something many automakers have started to forget. And that could be exactly why the Corolla Cross will continue to dominate dealership lots in the years ahead. So, is the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross the most exciting SUV of the year? Maybe not. But is it one of the smartest, most balanced buys you can make right now? Absolutely. What do you think? Does the new Corolla Cross strike the right balance between innovation and tradition, or should Toyota have taken more risks this time? Drop your thoughts below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this review, and subscribe for more honest, in-depth car breakdowns, because the next one might just surprise you.